There we go. All right. I have one news story I'd like to cover today. It's kind of sad because, once again, what ends up happening in these situations is that the people responsible never get held accountable. It's always the people at the bottom who have to suffer. And what I'm talking about today is the news has come out. Rocksteady has begun layoffs due to the poor performance of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Over half of the QA team was let go, as well as multiple other staff members. One staff member was on paternity leave, on a paid absence to have a child. And then they let him go. They laid him off in the middle of what was supposed to be the best time of his life. He's now unemployed. Now, do you think that it will be the people in charge, the top bigwigs, the ones who made the decisions and said, make this a games as a service game, make this about the Suicide Squad? Do you think that they'll be the ones who will suffer? No, they're laying off the people at the bottom. The people at the top made all the bad decisions. And then they're laying off the people who did all the grunt work at the bottom instead of punishing the people who are responsible. Laying off the people at the bottom solves nothing. It will not make the problem go away. It's the morons in charge who fucking did it. So what the story should be is the board of directors or the CEO or whoever's in charge over there who made the decision to make this shit game has been fired. Not laid off, fired, shit canned, thrown the fuck out of the building, felted, kicked in the ass, thrown onto the fucking sidewalk with all of their belongings in a cardboard box, tossed out behind them, and shot all over the street. That's what should happen. The dumb fucks who think they're so smart but don't know anything about the gaming industry, who dictate this kind of shit. Who should be laid off or fired? The people who forced BioWare to make shitty-ass Anthem when all they wanted to do was make another awesome RPG and they were told, no, make Anthem. Okay? Who should be laid off? The entire fucking group of executives who greenlit Concord. That fucking uninspired copycat Overwatch piece of shit. They should be fired. Why do the people who worked hard to make the garbage that they were told to make lose their jobs? Why are they the ones who are suffering? Right? I just don't understand. How, if you don't hold accountable the people who made the bad decision, how will things ever get better in the games industry? They will not. So why are we punishing the wrong people? And you know what it is overall? Well, the bottom line is those stockholders got to get paid. So we got to make sure that somehow they get paid. So it means cut off the employees. Well, go fuck yourself. You disingenuous, immoral pieces of human shit. To fucking talk like that. That's the fucking Phil Spencer credo. Well, we got to make money somehow. No, you don't. You don't. You know what you could do, Phil Spencer? Get fired and your salary goes to make up for the fact that you're a terrible leader. That's what should happen. Not hurting the people under you. I'm tired of this shit. It pisses me off every fucking time we hear these stories. Every time we get a shitty game that comes out, like, who the fuck asked for this game? Who's going to pay for it now? The people at the bottom, not the people at the top. No, fire the people at the top. The Yves Guillemets, the Phil Spencers, all right? Whoever's in charge, who made these decisions, either at Rocksteady or if it was the parent company, right, WB Games or whatever, whoever's making these decisions, they're the ones who need to be fucking fired. Stop giving these people golden parachutes and making them immune to any kind of accountability for their awful fucking decisions. These people are hard workers and good people who made a shit game because they were told to, not because they wanted to. Who in your right mind, who is a game developer, thinks, man, I can't wait to go into work today, sit down, program for 12 hours straight, and make a piece of shit. I can't wait to make the worst game ever. I take pride in the fact that I'm putting out shovelware that no one wants, shill games that just have fucking tons of microtransactions, games as a service that's no fun whatsoever and regurgitates the same content over and over, copies other games shamelessly that have already been out, pushes stupid fucking political agendas that shouldn't be in video games. That's what I can't wait to go in today and work 12 hours today and make a paycheck doing that. Yes, that's what I've always aspired to do. That's what I went to school for. That's what I studied hard for. That's what I applied for in this job, to make shit. No one No one does that. They all want to make good games. It's the people who are dictating the games they make that are fucking up, not them. This is okay. Fed Roger made an example. I'm gonna extrapolate upon it. It's even better. There's a restaurant. There's cooks in the restaurant, correct? They want to make food, but the owner of the restaurant says, here's the menu. But the cooks are like, but listen, we could make better food than this. We could make chicken parm. We could make chicken cacciatore. We could make eggplant rollatini. We could do all these amazing dishes. And the owner says, nope, you're just going to make this one lasagna. But we don't want to make the lasagna. We want to do all these cool, we have all the ability to do it. We could do all these excellent dishes. And the owner says, nope, this is the menu. Just make this. So they make the lasagna. And then the customers come and like, this lasagna isn't that good. And they go away. And then the business has no business because no one wants the lasagna. Do you blame the cooks and fire the cooks? Or do you go to the owner of the business and say, you're the one at charge. You fucked up. Get the fuck out. And get someone competent in here to run the business. You know, it's insane that this is the entire industry of gaming right now. The people in charge are morons. And all they care about is trying to make garbage content for money instead of making art. Because this is the truth. This is why the industry is how it is, folks. Because now, just like every other industry, TV, movies, music, theater, everything, they've all gone so big time. It's all about printing money rather than making art that's good. It used to be you make the good product first, then you profit from it. Now it's how do we design the product to make profit, regardless of the fact if it's good or not, and then hopefully people like it. No, you have art backwards. You make the art for art's sake to be good, to be entertaining, to be meaningful, to be an experience that people want to remember for the rest of their life. When was the last time in the last 5 years you played a game and when you were playing it, your jaw dropped and you were like, oh shit, I'm going to remember this moment, this gaming moment forever? Can you name one game in the last 5 years that's happened at all? If you can, good. I'm happy for you. But I get the feeling that many people right now would be like, hey, you know, I played the sequel to something and the sequel was kind of good. But, you know, how many jaw-dropping experiences do we really get anymore? Not many. Not many. And even a game like Elden Ring. Because a lot of people are saying Elden Ring in the chat. Elden Ring is just the end product of everything FromSoft has done. It was not a jaw-dropping new experience. It was the epitome of what they could do based on their previous works. But it wasn't like, wow, it blew me away. It was like, okay, it plays like Dark Souls, but it has cool open world. It's good, right? But it's not, wow, something I never expected, blew me away, mind-numbing, I'll remember, you know, it was good. But to me, it's just like, this industry is going to fall apart unless we allow game developers to innovate again. And what we're finding is when game developers can innovate, they're successful. A lot of the indie game success that we've seen in the last 5 years, these indie games that take off and become viral, it's because these people were allowed to cook, but they didn't have the constraints of a time frame or a budget, or it has to appeal to this crowd. It has to have a games as a service formula and shit. You know what I mean? They were just allowed to make what they wanted. And then they made a game that was good and people liked it. And then it got success when a streamer or a content creator played it. This is the difference today. It's like, well, it's pre-installed. We made the game first. We designed it to print money. Then we gave it to selected streamers. So hopefully they'll play it early so it gets early exposure so they can kiss its butt. And then hopefully the money train will print. No, that's not how it works. People have to discover games on their own that they like. Not you gave it to them early and you installed these fucking paid advertisement shills to say the game was good early, so now people will buy it. People have stopped believing the bullshit, all right? There's no more situations like there was with State of Decay 2 and shit years ago, where everyone just believed everyone who got a game early. Now, people are becoming increasingly skeptical of this practice. So now they have to make good games, and all these shitty games are failing. And who gets hurt? The game developers, not the people who made the bad decisions. Fuck that shit. The industry needs to change. They need to start getting people in positions of power who understand the game industry, who understand the culture, who know what's going on. This is ridiculously stupid, what's happening in the industry right now, and people need to take a stand against it. You know what I'm saying?